I had wanted to be an airline pilot. I knew that was what I was supposed to be. I had seen the lives that some of these guys were living. I knew the time off that they had. I had it all figured out. I had forgotten to tell the Lord about it, but I had it all figured out. I got offered the job. I accepted it over the phone with UPS, had a start date, would have been in March of 1994. I was going down, we had one more trip down to the islands with a group of builders and realtors. We used to do these incentive trips with the developer I worked for. And I had to go down and do that one last trip before I would step away. And I was going to go down and talk to the owner of the company at his request. Anyway, we go to the airport to fly out with a bunch of builders and a bunch of realtors. And I'm in the airport and I'm talking to all my customers and all their spouses. And we're sitting in the airport, we're sitting over in the, at the gate area, looking out the windows, shooting the breeze, catching up. We get on the airplane. We walk on the airplane. I'm talking to them all as they're in their seats. I sit down. I get my seatbelt buckled. The steward or stewardess gets up and starts going through the seatbelt thing. At that point in time, they ask you to grab the card out of the front of your seat. And it was at that point that I realized that I had never looked out the window at the airplanes. I had never, when I got on the airplane and boarded, I never looked into the cockpit. I was getting ready within 10 days to transition my entire life to become a commercial airline pilot. And I realized subconsciously, I had no interest. I had no interest. My interest was in the people that I was with and the customers that I was with, the builders and the realtors and the folks we'd created relationships with. And I realized at that point in time, I'm not supposed to go there. I really believe, and I know you'll get to this, but I really believe that whatever we do for a living, to the best of our ability, it has to align with our gifts, and we need to be passionate about it. If we will, it'll never feel like work.